Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. We've got a very interesting episode for you this morning. We're doing an update on Villa Amistad. Villa Amistad, if you remember, is the one that is being built that has a basement similar to our basement here at Villa Feliz. It's a couple lots right behind Villa Feliz, as a matter of fact. Well, let's go ahead and get that update started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway.
What you got there?
Eggs.
From?
From the chicken.
Aha. From the chickens that are gonna be used for the post and then also for Ginola. Yes. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yay. Wow.
So much activity going on this build, and today is no exception. Today they're going to do a pour, but before they do a pour, and I'll explain to you what the pour is for today, I want to show you some of the progress that's been done, and it's an immense amount of progress for such a complex build of which they're doing here at this build site. Now, because of the complexity of the build of this project right here, there's a lot of concrete that's being poured, and we'll show you what's being poured in just a minute, which is why they're bringing in the boom truck, and they'll bring in a cement mixer truck to be able to take a bigger amount of quantities, which they can do all of that in a matter of just a couple of hours, which if they did this amount of pouring, it would be a full 8 to 10 to 12 hours of hand mixing. So they're saving a lot. Now, we're lucky today, we actually have the architect. This is the architect, this is Mark over here, and everybody of course knows Romeo Nosete, who is the contractor for Caribbean Construction that's doing this build. We're gonna walk inside here in just a minute. I believe you've seen the marquee, the little marker that they have for the proposed build, but we'll just go up here so you can see really quick right now. Now, our last episode that we did was the 3D CAD rendering, the movie rendering of the build, but you don't really get a full appreciation for it until you actually look and go and see some of the construction from the 3D CAD, going to some of the formwork that's being done, the concrete pour, and then the actual build. What we're looking at right now, this is the entranceway to the garage. And you're saying to yourself, but James, why is the garage so far down? It's because this is a basement garage, very similar to the basement garage we have at Villa Feliz. Now you're probably saying to yourself also, like I said, how are you going to keep the water out of here because it's so far down? Well, you don't really realize, but this lot is on a grade such that the base of this floor is higher than the culvert, the storm sewer culvert down there. So what they'll end up doing, just like we did at Villa Feliz, they will provide waterproofing, and they will provide some drains all along the base of the driveway that will collect the water and put it right into the storm sewer over on the side. And that storm sewer will go very easily over to the creek. We have a very big creek on the other side of the security wall, which is one lot over. Now, one specialty of Caribbean construction is they can do things on a commercial scale, which is what they're doing here. You rarely find a local construction company like Caribbean that will do something like solid wall construction. Remember, they do solid wall, they do form board construction, form wall board construction. They do whatever you need, they can do it. And this is what they're doing here. You can see the boards that are being put up, and they are going to fill. These will be solid wall constructions with waterproofing membrane on the outside, and then it will do the waterproofing for the basement garage. Now, the basement garage also houses the cistern. The cistern is on the back side of the garage itself. On the other side over there are steps, but this area right here will collect all the water that falls off the top of the roof. The drains will bring it down inside the cistern, and then the cistern will be used to provide irrigation water for the yard. With the filtration system, it will also be used for water inside the house, as well as for filling back here. Another pour that's going to be done is the in-ground swimming pool with solid wall construction as well. Now you can see they've already done portions of the pour, which is the slab at the very bottom, both in the garage, cistern, and the swimming pool area. Now, entrance into the main house from the garage is going to be via this stairway here on this side right here. It's really important to do the ground section first of a house build. Basically anything from the bottom, you work from the bottom up. It's not really ever advisable to build on the top and then go down, because all your support structures are done from the bottom. So it's really important to do it similar to the way that you're doing here. What they will do, they will complete all the underground construction first, the swimming pool, the cistern, the garage, and on the other side of it here is the septic tank. They'll do all of that. They'll do the waterproofing, and the final step that they're going to do once they do the backfill, everything's waterproof, they're going to bring a backhoe, and the backhoe is going to go to all the places that they're going to make the trenches for the drains to run the pipe to bring it out to the culvert storm sewer system. Now, something that the contractor shared with me is that once they get the walls poured, once all the walls are poured and they're starting to do the backfill, they're going to remove this bunkhouse. This bunkhouse, they're going to come back here with another excavator, and what they're going to do, they're going to level out this so that the yard has less of a slope, and they'll be putting retaining walls in. I'm not sure where, maybe at this end right here, so that the back end of the swimming pool area and the opposite end of the swimming pool area will be at approximately the same elevation. So while we're waiting on the cement truck to come in to do the pour, let me run over and get the drone. We'll try to capture some of the pour from a bird's eye view. concrete trucks are gone. Let's take a quick walk around and take a look at all the concrete that was poured on the basement, cistern, and the swimming pool. That's about it for today's episode here at Villa Amistad. I'm taking special interest in this project because it has to do with some complexities like a basement. I'm always getting lots of emails with people asking questions about, can I do something like a basement inside the Philippines? And of course you can, as long as you take the proper precautions, proper protection, and use the right materials. And we're going to follow this all the way to the end of the build, and you'll get to see, just like we did on Villa Feliz during its build, making sure that it is watertight and we don't have any problems with water getting inside and making our life miserable. Well, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did and you like other episodes just like these, please give me a thumbs up. Please share it, and if you haven't subscribed, just click on the little MPID Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time I upload a new video if you ring that bell. So until the next time, from right here in the very beautiful, beautiful Philippines, you have a wonderful and blessed day.